Good evening, everybody. So I've never done a sim of Thursday night football, so I thought tonight would be a good time as the Minnesota Vikings travel to Los Angeles to face the Rams. As you can see, Madden has the overall for the Vikings at an 85 and a 79 for the Rams, so this should be a resounding Minnesota Vikings victory. The Vikings, of course, are quite a surprise team this year, coming in at 5-1 into this game, and the Rams are 2-4. So, in terms of how these teams have been doing, so the Vikings ended up losing, I think, last week. Let me just refresh my memory. Because I'm sure they were. Let's have a look. Where are you, Vikings? Yeah, they lost one, and obviously the Lions leapfrogged them last week. So the Lions are on a four game winning streak because they beat the Vikings. That's what the game was, and both teams are now 5-1. So the NFC North, best division in football, everybody's got a winning record. But yeah, that game last week, Lions v Vikings, meant the Lions leapfrogged the Vikings. In the NFC West, the Rams are currently at the bottom. They're 2-4. The surprising 49ers are 3-4, my team, but we are plagued with injuries. The Cardinals are 3-4, and the Seahawks are 4-3. So only one winning team in that division, but it's definitely not looking the most competitive. I think the 49ers are on a bye, but if the Rams win this, they might actually put the 49ers into last place just because of their record against each other. So if the Rams win this tonight, 49ers could be the bottom of the NFC West. So I'm just going to quickly edit the Rams uniforms because I want to put them in their old uniform if they've got it. So there we go. I want that one. That's the one I want. So we won't do too much tweaking. So let's jump right in without further ado and let's see how Madden calls this one. Right, yeah, so the 49ers are my team, so I'll be definitely hoping for the Vikings to come out on top in this one. I don't think I could take seeing the 49ers in last position. But we will see.
This is the city, Los Angeles, California. That's where we are for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching.
Let's have a look. Right, so as always, guys, if you've got any comments or you want to talk about the game, let me know. Yeah, I definitely think it's going to be a competitive game, to be honest. I think that Madden might have it scoring a bit more in favour of the Vikings, but I reckon the game is going to be quite competitive. So, looking forward to this. See how Madden simulates this one, and hopefully it should be completed by the time the real game starts. But
Stafford is one of those quarterbacks who didn't get the credit
he
deserved for the majority of his career due to the fact he's playing on teams that often didn't make the playoffs. But that narrative emphatically changed when he changed his surroundings and won a Super Bowl with the Rams. He's had a few injuries in the intervening years, but now that he's fully healthy, he plans on getting his team back into the championship conversation.
First run now for Kyron Williams. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Stafford. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on 4th down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Brandon Powell deep for Minnesota. This will be fielded at the 17. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. The Vikings offense making their way out behind their former number 3 overall pick, who spent his last year as a 49er. It's Sam Darnold.
And he's still been looking for that one situation to allow all of his talents to come together. He's hoping that he found it here. Plenty of playmakers on the outside and a team that's willing to run the football to let his talent shine.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. Now it's Darnold. Into space at the 45. And finally taken down at the 34. A big play there for Minnesota. 43 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. In motion right is Addison.
Delay of game, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. An inside give to Jones. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. That is caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. We're scoreless after 1. The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter. Here we go now on 1st and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. Back to throw, Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Troy Reeder. And the Rams are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. To throw is Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Here's Ethan Evans now. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity to seize control of this game.
And they'd better take advantage of it because otherwise, if they end up losing by 1 score, they'll relive this over and over and over until they have another opportunity to wipe it away.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Darnold. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Jefferson has his first catch. He also has a first down.
And he's gotten to the stage of his career where Justin Jefferson is the type of receiver that doesn't matter what the coverage is, quarterbacks are going to throw him the football, and he picks up a first down there. When he's on the field, he makes a strong case as the best receiver in the NFL because he knows how to get open no matter how many people are around him.
Pass complete to Addison. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. That is second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Darnold. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Darnold. And fights him off. And he's going to get this inside the 30. We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Now a first down carry by Jones. Down to the 22-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
7 yards there and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
The Jared Vershie lead off the field you're really going to like, but he knows how to turn on the nastiness when he crosses the lines. He's a bully, rugged, and a physical pass rusher.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now back to throw. Completes this to Addison out left. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here is 3rd down and 4. They'll look to throw here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison from 8 yards out. And the Vikings post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Well, the Rams going to take over late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Stafford. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing is Stafford. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Ethan Evans on now to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point, It's still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. Pushing his way through. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Vikings offense set to go to work to begin this third quarter. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Man in motion is Sherfield. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Bobby Brown able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out across midfield down to the 45. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
They'll look to throw again. A check down here to Jones. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side, but for lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. He'll drop to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They're going to look to throw. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Josh Oliver, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good to make it 14-0. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.